All right, another successful mission.
You just look strangely uncomfortable. Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
She's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Sorry. Be shy. If you want to over.
Now, Universal Orlando Resort, Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? But welcome back to the sign welcoming you to Universal Orlando Resort.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Hiya, Scooby! We're here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the newly opened Kona. I don't remember what it's called. Good afternoon, Magic Crew. Disney World Resort. Today, we're going to be taking you guys on a walking tour of one of Disney's on-property resort hotels, and we're starting today at Disney Springs to show you just how close Disney Saratoga Springs Resort is, and why it is one of the best places if you are a Disney Springs fan and like to have access to that shopping district while you're on your vacation. Why it makes such a great place to stay. So welcome in, guys. If this is the first time you've ever joined us here on an ear-to-ear magical live stream, hi, my name is Chris. I'm your Disney travel agent in the parks and your camera operator for this afternoon's walking tour of Disney Saratoga Springs. Along with me is my son Owen. He's here to keep me on track, keep me going, and to throw some facts and some other opinions at you about the resort. So we're going to start off today's stream with a casual, lovely walk through Disney Springs, and then walk right over to Saratoga Springs. So how is the crew today? If you've never joined us before, our community here, almost 35,100 strong. We call lovingly the Magic Crew because we always feel that the real magic of our live streams happens not on my side of the camera, but in the live chat we have every time we turn our cameras on. So how's the crew feeling today? Afternoon, Oat Day. Wolfman Chantel. Hello, Lone Wolf. Kitten Duo, good to see ya. Hi, Danny. Welcome in. Always use the boat. With Walt Disney World hotels is that you do have the complimentary transportation, and depending on which resort you stay at, you have several different options. Now, Saratoga Springs does not have a Skyliner. It does not have a monorail, and you cannot take a boat to any of the parks. but they do provide complimentary bus transportation to all of the parks. And because it's on the same area as Disney Springs, you can ride a boat as long as there's no like inclement weather.
So Disney Springs or any of the other resorts on I-9. And again, you could also just, because of its location, just walk to Disney Springs.
Yeah,
I feel like in terms of transportation, that's one thing people don't like take into account. There are some places where you could just simply walk to a theme park or somewhere.
Property at some of the premier hotels at Universal Orlando Resort. If you stay at Portofino Bay or Hard Rock or Royal Pacific at Universal, there are boat services available, all of those to City Walk, but it's a simple walk over. And the only time we actually ever take the boats is when we just want an additional ride, you know? We figured that, you know, Tuesday afternoon would be a nice quiet stroll through the springs before we made it over to Saratoga Springs. How you doing? How you doing, young Dabs? Welcome in, James. You can just walk. You can just walk just right there. It's like when you're putting a puzzle together. You know, you can do little sections of the puzzles, and then all of a sudden you realize that two different sections that you were working on actually connect together. It makes a huge difference. It's like, wow, I had no idea. And it happens. So that's the exact reason why, instead of just making our way over to Saratoga lobby, we walk over there. Now, the one thing to keep up with Saratoga is it is a large, very large resort property. Not even gonna try to downplay it. Not even gonna go, it's a little bit, no. It's huge. And let's cut across the bridge. And if you are walking, depending on where you're staying at, you may not want to walk to Disney Springs. You may very much like to take the boat. For instance, if you're staying in, you know, the Congress section of the Saratoga Springs, walking might be an option. If you're staying over at the Paddocks, that may be too much of a walk. We are going to walk all the way to the Paddocks today, but I'm hoping that watching the live stream will give you guys an idea, an inclination of, wow, that is a little too far for just walking. Maybe we'll just go up to the lobby and take the boat service. How you doing today, Kitten? You feeling good? Doing good today? Calvin says, good afternoon. Enjoy the trot over to Saratoga Springs today. You get into the right area of that resort, it is a short hop to Springs. Love a quick walk over to the hangar bar in the evening. Of course, you know, I'm thinking of Jock's Hangar Bar right now. We just got word this morning officially of the holidays and the dates starting for the upcoming holiday season. So I can't help but think about the Chuck Lindsay's Hangar Bar for holidays. Love their holiday offerings. All right, so I want to stop here on the bridge. What we are looking at right now is Saratoga Springs. You may not have even realized that you were looking at one of Disney World's resort hotels every time you walked over and you were looking across the water at Disney Springs. You can see across the water there we have one of our amphicars from the boathouse. It's getting ready to go in. And the boats we were talking about, the boat service, well look, they're located right there. Just on the other side of our farthest shops here at Disney Springs. All right, let's keep going. Almost there. Thank you guys for joining us for a little bit of a walking tour today. If this is your first time ever joining us here at Dear Dear Magic, we are a family-friendly streaming channel who streams every weekday, Monday through Friday. And we would love to have you guys join us in the future. Take a couple of seconds, hit the subscribe button. Come back and join us for future live streams here from Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort. And on a separate note, guys, don't forget, we're now fully into the flavors of Florida here at Disney Springs, now until August 10th. Specialty offerings, just with Florida flavors on them. Floating swirls on the water, which has an orange bird ice cream cone and a key lime sundae. So,
We're probably going to do at least 1 or 2 more streams.
Owen's going to want to come back for the burger. Or the burger.
Before the event, we'll have a few weeks of it, so.
Yeah. The volcano is about to erupt, and then the crocodiles growling. It kind of reminds me of the sounds of the Liberty Bell as we went around the dragon sounds. I still remember getting on the riverboat and having people come into the stream going, why does it sound like a dragon? All right, we're gonna walk right in between the Art of Disney and the Christmas shop. And in this section right over here is where we walk out of this area. Photo statue's always right here. Now, this is also the area where you can do rideshare. This is where your Lyfts or your Ubers will pick you up. If you choose this side, there's 2 sections of Disney Springs you can choose for rideshare.
North area of Disney Springs, one at the ferry.
One's on the other side of Cirque du Soleil. So, all right, let's head on out. We are officially outside of Disney Springs now. How close is Saratoga Springs? Over here to our left is the dock. Is the dock. Dock landing. And this is where you'll get on the boats. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Well, just to show you guys, boats run from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Your blue flag, just like Dave mentioned before, takes you to Saratoga Springs. Your green flag takes you to Disney's Old Key West Resort. There's a different landing for Port Orleans Riverside. All right, let's go. Saratoga Springs. As you're watching today, we hope that if you are ready to make your next reservation to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Orlando Resort, any of the major cruise lines, or beaches or sandals, we hope that you guys will reach out to us and let us be a part of your vacation planning. You can always reach out to us at eartoearmagic.com is our website. And you can fill out one of our forms over on the travel services page.
They're going concrete down the path, but we can't just walk around it, so.
Oh, we have some
Yeah.
concrete being worked
Just
on
walk
right
around
now.
every section that gears up over to the back.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. We can walk around.
Well, one section of Saratoga Springs, it is worth noting that depending on where you're staying, it's a very large resort. So, where you're walking and where you might want to areas may be different for each area of those things. So, this is Congress Park. This is the area you're going to see off from Disney Springs. It is one of the farthest areas out away from
The
the
lobby.
main building, the lobby. So yes, it is going to be very close.
We're going to take a little alternate route through here because they are working on the sidewalk.
They're working
Yeah.
on concrete.
We're going to walk away from the water for just a bit. They were replacing one little section.
Sad we're not able to show that entire back area,
But we can show you just where the parking is on this side of the property. We'll get you guys back over to the water in just a second. Now, these are referred to as a deluxe villa property. Okay? Meaning the fact this is a Disney Vacation Club property. And while this is a place where Disney Vacation Club members who have points can use them to book their rooms, we as authorized Disney destination planners can also help book rooms. I'm going to go back over to the water for now. Outside hallways. And you have a few different configurations of how you would like to stay here. Owen's going to run ahead to make sure we can still keep walking. But let's look at one of the ones you can do here. If you're wearing headphones, music may be a little loud, so I'm giving you a little bit of heads up, but let's take a look. at one of the Deluxe Studios. All right, the Deluxe Studios does sleep up to 4 and has 1 queen size bed and 1 queen size Murphy bed. And the pull down style that we've come accustomed to and latest renovations here at Disney, where the couch just comes down, you don't have to remove the cushions, and the bed is immediately available. How you doing today, Pickles? Welcome in. SK. It's a nice room and it's really well done. How you doing today, Mike? Welcome in, Cricket Girl. And if you are staying in Congress Park and you have a view of the water, well, this is the view you'll be looking at as you look across at Disney Springs.
I love the like being able to see all the. If they ever do any shows, like fireworks shows, drone shows, you can also see from here, but you need to keep in mind sometimes.
They're oriented to the people at Disney Springs.
Yeah, so sometimes you'll see it'll come off a bit weird, or you'll have like lights in your area.
When they had the drone show 2 years ago, everything was oriented to those who were viewing from Disney Springs, so people could still watch it from this side, but everything looked backwards. So Nick is asking about Treehouse Villas. We'll be taking you guys there later.
That is
On in the stream.
That is on the very opposite side from where we're staying right now. But
A
we will
lot
make
of
our way
walking.
slowly over there. We can show this entire thing.
All right, so this is one of our quiet pools, guys. This is the quiet pool for Congress Park. Quiet pool means no water slides, no splash pads, just a quiet family area to come and enjoy. No pool activities. Disney Family Wellness complimentary activities here at Saratoga Springs. Every Tuesday at 9 a.m. the Disney Fit Yoga over in the Congress Park pool area. Hey Owen, we should do that. Next time we'll come over here and do yoga. Yeah, it's not. And then also on Saturdays at 9 a.m. also at Congress Park, they have a Disney Family Storytime Yoga. How you doing, Shannon and Baby C's? Welcome in. How you doing, Terry? Terry says, hi, Owen.
Hello.
Good to see you, Rob. All right, we got a long way to go. Let's keep going. There are lots of little spaces here, benches. Come out, sit by the water and watch the boats go by. You can can watch the amphicars. There's an amphicar out here to our left at the moment, out from the boathouse. Oh, and there's a playground. You want to go see if the slide is working?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if I don't like.
It's another castle. Gazebo right there in the background behind it, if you want to do some picnicking.
Yep, okay, I do see a grill there as well. They have a lot of,
Yeah, they have a grill there. Or since you're in larger villas, now the first one I showed you, the Deluxe Studio, does not have a full kitchen in it. But when you get up to your 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms, then you could, you know, prepare your meals inside the rooms. Save a little bit of money, cook a meal at home.
Is there a food court at Saratoga Springs? There's a
Yes. Well, there's not a food court, but there is a quick service. We're going to take you guys over there as well. It is over at the carriage house, which is what we call the lobby here. So this is where we are at currently, guys. This is Congress Park. Different areas of Saratoga Springs. This is the one closest to Disney Springs. The Paddock. The Springs is the one that is closest to the carriage house lobby. Up top, farther north, the Carousel. Down here, the Grandstand. And Nick was asking about the Treehouse Villas. The Treehouse Villas can be found just outside the Grandstand. We will take you guys over to that area as well so you can see what it looks like. Very large footprint, guys. Very large footprint. One of 2 golf courses here on Walt Disney World property, and Saratoga Springs is the place to go to enjoy one of them. More of the boat services there. And you can see the Cirque du Soleil at the edge of Disney Springs there. More of our courtyards here. Congress Park.
There's multiple of these courtyards in the back of Congress Park. Each of them your own decorations.
Spanish moss. Blue flag taking us to Saratoga Springs. Yeah. The focal point up here is a nice little gazebo. Yellow flag.
there's not much to do here other than
Sit and watch.
sit and watch the boats go by, but it's an area that's easy to overlook.
Hotbox Ghost says the motor on our gimbal is a little too loud. No, we've had a landscaper doing edging, has been following us the entire way up. So he has been right there on our tail, making sure that the edge of the water is all edged.
A lot of time. and
Perfect timing.
Goes into making these resorts look the way they are.
All right, we are now at the edge of Congress Park, this little section. Like I said, if you're interested in having an easy walk over to Disney Springs and do not care to take the boats, then you can request Congress Park if given an option when you check in. How you doing today, Run, Walk, Fight? Good to see you.
Here's the directory, and you can see that we moved from our walkway around the bottom edge of Congress Park, and now we moved to the outside. We can start making our way towards the main area, which includes the springs, closest area that's going to be to our lobby, and our lobby, main pool, and all of our other amenities right there. So while we're walking over there, to talk more about the background of this resort. Every resort on property has inspiration from somewhere. May it be pulling something from Disney media, or maybe it's just the architecture itself. Saratoga Springs in particular is based off of an area of New York.
New York! New York represent. Who are New Yorkers in the chat today?
From the that kind of was popular during the late 1800s.
About the time I was born, right?
Yeah, so Saratoga Springs, same name.
What did they like to do at Saratoga Springs?
Well, other than their springs and their spas, one of the main things you're going to see around this resort is horses and horse racing.
Horse
specifically.
racing! Ding 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 ding.
You're going to see horses in the main lobby. You're going to see a horse statue with its rider right outside the main lobby. There's going to be a horse racing splash pad. There's a
Now you'll notice we have a sign here, Surrey bike traffic. When we get closer up to the grandstand and our main lobby area, you will see places where we will show you the community center, the DVC preview center, and there's also a place for you guys to rent Surrey bikes. If you've never done that, but you enjoyed watching us do it, when we did it last over at Boardwalk, you can rent a bike and bike your way around if you're like us, or not crazy like us and decide to walk it all. All right, the paddock starts right here and goes along the far edges of the resort. What we have directly in front of us is the springs.
kind of give you an idea of where all the areas are located. Congress House is there. Springs are going to be your buildings that are right next to the main area, main lobby. Pallets are going to be further out from the springs, but kind of in the same area. Keep going in.
Carousel is at the very far edge.
Yes, and go even further and you'll see our treehouse with us. So.
Closest ones walking to the lobby generally will be the springs or the grandstand. Now, you don't ever get a choice of which buildings you are assigned to when the rooms are assigned by the hotel resort managers when they get to go into making places set up on reservations. But if you are one who still likes to go in and check in person at the main lobby, what we recommend you do is you walk up with a big smile, find out what section you are located in, and if it's not one of the ones you like, again with that big smile, ask the cast members very kindly if there are any possible rooms in the same category that you have booked in another section that you may be interested in. Now, the reason I say same room category, if you book and reserve with us a Deluxe Studio, and then you come in and they put you in the carousel, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be in the carousel. Can I be in the springs? And they're like, well, we don't have any Deluxe Studios available in the springs. Do not expect that they're going to automatically upgrade you to a 1-bedroom just so you can go into the location you're looking for. And at best, they may say, well, we can move you to that, but it's a different room category, so you will need to pay the difference. So, all right, again, right across from us now is the Springs area. On the other side of the Springs are the paddocks. Leo says it's always a plus to have a waterfront room to take in the Saratoga River. All right, so along here, these are all the amenities and services that you can have while here at Saratoga Springs. Let's just go ahead and walk along here. We'll pop into one of these in just a moment. First up, guest laundry. Staying for 7 days? Well, one of our biggest tips is don't pack for 8 days of stay. Pack for 4 and then do your laundry halfway through the week. It means less luggage to have to carry or more luggage space for you to bring back souvenirs. Laundry rooms are available at these resorts. Take advantage of them and keep yourself from having to carry as much luggage with you. Here is our community hall. Community hall is available at every one of the locations that is a DVC facility. So if you're staying at a DVC resort, whether you are a DVC member or not, you have access to the community hall. It is open every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and has arts, crafts, movies, DVDs to rent, and other activities all day long for you and your entire family to enjoy. We're going to peep in there in just a second, but first I wanted to show you guys the Story Bike Rentals.
Horsing around rentals.
You can get yourself a 2-seat Surrey or a 4-seat Surrey, or just a bicycle. Exactly right, Christy. Pack a few clothes and then buy more clothes while you're here to take home as souvenirs. Must be 18 years of age to rent and drive the Surrey bikes. And they are part of the community hall, so you can get a 2-seater or a 4-seater. All right, we're gonna quickly go inside community hall. If there are anybody, so any guests or any families who are enjoying the community hall, we will not stay in for long. We're not gonna take away from their time. So, but we'll just show you what the room looks like. Lots of arts and crafts to choose from. T-shirts, garden stones, stepping stones. Movies every night start at 8:30. And they're out here in the courtyard. That's right out here where we're at now. We'll show you. This week, Monday is High School Musical 2. Tangled is on Wednesday. Friday is Moana 2. Toy Story is Saturday. 6 p.m. every night, they have the campfire where we can get us marshmallows. And they offer movie rentals, board game rentals, sports equipment rentals. There's a scavenger hunt they have information on, and as well as you can rent the Surrey bikes. And again, just to show you guys real quick, lots of craft tables, lots of rooms. There's even a movie room in the background, and it's a cool place. Stay at any BBC resort, make sure to check out your community hall. Courtyard is where they have the campfire.
Carpet.
And also your movie nights. And arcade.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
Like all arcades here on Walt Disney World property, they work off of a credit system. You purchase a card with so many credits. Lots of flashing. Pricey. Wait a minute, is that Maynard driving backwards? He was driving backwards. All right, I want to play this one just to go backwards. All right.
That's some more bikes.
It's a good size arcade, Jen. How you doing, Jordan's Disney Adventure? Welcome in. All right, we're gonna try to slip through here. This is our pool area. Pool activities are being held at the moment in games. They do also have a bar and eat and cafe in here.
And we're gonna get the game started all over again.
So,
all right, like I said, everybody take your arms out, stick them out like Buzz Lightyear.
we'll hold the camera up for a moment just so people can swim in peace. but we've got ourselves a pretty decent pool. It does have a water slide, and this is the main pool at the property. There is a small splash pad at the edge for kids to enjoy. So yep, we're gonna go on up and walk around the pool to the main lobby. It's gonna be up here on the left. We're gonna take you guys to the carriage house. Everything here is named, theming with horse racing. We're gonna take you up to the main lobby. Quick service and gift shop. If you've ever walked through any of the 4 parks and you see the DVC kiosk where they hand out stickers and they tell you all about DVC and whether or not you're interested in Disney Vacation Club, if you stop by there and they interest you in a tour, what they will do is they will have a private transportation van take you from that park to Disney Saratoga Springs. This is where they bring you. We just walked past the main preview center for Disney Vacation Club here. So
Come on, guys. Please believe in us. We can get past 5. All right, hands up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
So we just kind of skim over the pool because
6,
nobody wants somebody recording them
8,
when they're having a fun day at the pool. But hopefully you guys get an idea of the size and the location of the main pool here on property. Of course, it's closest to those who are staying at the springs.
Okay, the goal is 20. The goal
So,
is 20. We're making
This will be the closest pool to you guys when you're staying at those spaces. Let's go to the top of the springs for just a second. Then we'll head over the Winter Circle. How you doing today, Joanna?
So interesting little side fact. They obviously don't do this anymore, but when this resort first opened, they actually had spring water collected from Saratoga, the real springs in New York, shipped all the way down to Florida, and you could get like a bottle of spring water. Here.
Actual spring water from New
Actual
York.
Spring water.
Now it comes from here. Now, pre-pandemic, this was one of the locations where Senses Spa was available. After the pandemic, Senses did not reopen here at Saratoga Springs. You can still go and get spa services over at the Grand Floridian, but I don't want you to freak out if you do end up staying here and you walk by and you see the Senses symbol on the building right over here to our far right. You're like, oh, I didn't know I could have done a spa service here. It is not reopened, so. How you doing today, Patrick? Welcome in. Have I ever been to Saratoga in New York? It's pretty amazing. No, I haven't. I've never been.
Maybe that's something I need to
All right, let's walk over to the Winter Circle and we're going to take you guys inside the lobby. And one of the things we always like to point out, there are not one, but 2 hidden Mickeys on our statue here at Winter Circle. And every time we come here, I may go and point them out to you guys. He's probably getting better at it, right?
Keep in mind, statue's bronze.
It's hot.
In the sun, statue is hot.
It's hot. Don't touch
Statue's
it.
very hot. Don't touch.
Now the hidden Mickey does not count the Mickey that's in the DVC logo, because that's
that
kind
one
of
right there.
yeah, that one's not really a
that's
hidden
one
Mickey.
down.
It's just part of the DVC logo.
I could find specific one, maybe on the back line. Back one. Yeah, I 51.
All right.
That was kind of a gimme. Where's the second? One of these roses is not like a. There we go.
Where's the gimme?
There we go. Gimmy's on the front.
All right, let me see. Let me see the. He's got a Mickey on his chest. And then in one of the roses, you want to point it out?
I had it and I lost it right there.
There's a Minnie under Mickey under one of the roses. And guess what? There's two more.
Two more. Okay, so look at the other side.
Do you guys know where the other two are located at?
Oh,
You guys are
okay,
chomping
so-
at the bit to find the other
Yeah.
two.
I believe.
Dude, why the long face? How you doing today, Ken K? Welcome in, Melissa. Come on, let's take you guys inside the main lobby, and then we're going to show you guys the eatery here as well. As always, if you're interested in booking any of the Walt Disney World properties you see on any of our live streams, reach out to us. Go to our website, beautyyourmagic.com, and fill out a form at the travel services page. The Doom Buggy. All right, quit horsing around. Let's go. One thing that's cool about inside the main lobby are all of the murals featuring the famous horses of Disney.
And they actually have name tags on each of the illustrations, if you didn't know, remember there's something.
All right, so this one is Maximus. You guys remember which movie Maximus is from? Welcome in, Maddox. Maddox the Animator. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button today. Welcome into the group. This is Tangled. You guys remember Tangled, right? All of our horses, including Philippe, all around the lobby. Guests are waiting to check in, so we'll let them do that.
So in this area, you have your restrooms, you have your fuel rod station, you want to switch it.
Your rod's over to the right.
You also have some areas to sit down, charge your devices and do work, if you want space to do that. So when we were walking over here, someone was asking, do we have a food court? Now, we do not have a food court specifically, but we do have a quick service. Every resort, regardless of which class the resort is going to have at least one quick service for you to get some breakfast in the morning and some interesting lunch options later in the day. So,
It's the Disney Wish.
Okay, so this is where we go for the trip photo.
Reminder to everybody, we do actually help when it comes to booking and reserving your Disney Cruise Line vacations. So as of the latest change in programs, a Disney Cruise Line reservation can be made with only 10% down from your cruise costs. It has come down from 20%. So a little easier to make Disney Cruise Line reservations now. All right, welcome to the Artist Pallet. Also located here is the Turf Bar and Grill. It is a sit-down table service, and it is just on the other side of our quick service dining area here. This is also where, if you have a rapid fill Disney Resort mug, you will be able to get your refills. Most of the time when we come through here, we use mobile order now. You can mobile order your food. Make it a little easier to pick up. And because we are Disney Vacation Clubs, villas, and suites, there are plenty of meals and items you can purchase, including spaghetti sauce, sandwich bread, peanut butter and jelly, cereal, all things you can keep in your room and even fix directly in your room because you've got the full kitchen in the larger suites and villas. All right, let's go look at the goodies. I want to go see the cupcakes. Do they still have them?
What was that? That is the one that has been here for a while.
One of my faves, and they still have it. It's been here for about 3 years, and it's one of my favorite cupcakes that you can find at the resorts. The Bullseye Cupcake, chocolate cupcake filled with peanut butter, house-topped, or peanut butter mousse topped with chocolate peanut butter buttercream. It's chocolate and peanut butter. You got my peanut butter in your chocolate, and your chocolate in my peanut butter.
I did not know what that is. I need to pull up the menu for that.
It's a hole in one.
Yeah, it's because it's a dog this way. I love that.
Milk and cookies cookie. And because we are at the Artist Palette, you can get yourself an Artist Palette cookie. A few other grab and go items as well. I'm very tempted to get a Bullseye cupcake. But you may have to, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should we come back here after the tour is over and end up with a cupcake? Gift shop is right here off the Artist Palette.
So they're really close to each other. Every resort's going to have a gift shop, not just for merch outside the parks, but any materials you might need. That may be
toothpaste.
That may be medicine. That may be food items you can cut back at your room. That may be sundries. But every resort is going to have something along the lines of a gift shop with this type of items. So. So I'm trying to look for the golf themed dessert. I found it, but there's no description. It's $5.99 and it just says hole in one. There's no description on what it is.
Told you it was called a hole in one, didn't I?
Oh, see it.
I mean, it looks like a mousse covered on like a brownie base, but there's no idea what flavor. No idea what flavor it's gonna be. So we saw this yesterday at Magic Kingdom. They just released some basic Halloween shirts in preparation for the season. Kind of like how they've done with the prior seasons, such as 4th of July and Valentine's Day.
I did not see that one.
You know,
Look at the pumpkin spice.
You know, the things I think of when I think of fall. Pretzel, waffle, football. I mean, football actually makes more sense, but like, some of these are...
Well, pretzel's brown. You know, dead leaves are brown.
Pretzels match the color theme. Since even though the spa isn't open, we do actually have some spa products here. Just because this one
Is there anybody who has DVC points here at Saratoga Springs in the chat today?
Ooh, follow-up question. Is there anyone who is in DVC who has this resort as their home resort? And if so, why?
How you doing today, Hazel Kitchen? Welcome in.
Just have some soups.
We got all these nice smelling soaps and everything, and I look up in the chat and we have a brand new Magic Crew member, Sage. Goes along with the awesome smells.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that.
I mean, the soap doesn't smell like sage, but you know, it smells pretty good.
Smells like delicious.
Actually,
I wouldn't
like
be surprised if like, what's the company that does this kind of soap? Basin makes these and then like hands it out to us because they do actually have a 2 locations on property.
One of them's in the Grand Floridian.
And one of them's in Grand Floridian, also a spa resort.
And because we are DVC, there are DVC exclusive merchandise items. You will have to show your membership IDs in order to purchase any of the DVC items. And the lounge flight. How you doing today, Joe Corn? Welcome. How you doing, AB? Yeah, you can't have pumpkin spice without being cold. Gotta take the good with the bad. Here's the thing, when they're gonna start doing pumpkin spice drinks and stuff at Starbucks here, we're gonna be in the dog days of summer. We're never gonna be any hotter than when pumpkin spice comes out. So you're like, oh, pumpkin spice is gonna get colder. And we're like, we wish.
Like in August and September, Florida is like on like full heat. It's even hotter than like July. And
oh my gosh, next month is gonna be brutal. All right, let's quickly go over to the turf. We'll pop over into the turf club.
so one thing that makes this a deluxe resort rather than just a value is that there's multiple places to eat rather than just that one quick service. So this place is going to be what separates it food-wise.
So they may be doing meetings here at the moment, but we'll just quickly show you. There's a sit down. They do have televisions up to watch sports, and it overlooks the area where you play and you get started on your golf day. So come over here real quick so you guys can see the menu. Appetizers. Oh boy, sweet and spicy Brussels sprouts with piquant agave glaze.
Well,
with
I feel like we're going to be coming back here
onions,
sometime in the future.
French onion soup, my favorite, the wedge salad, golden fried calamari, sauteed shrimp. Entrees include a slow roasted prime rib, pan seared salmon, grilled pork chop, some purified hen of the woods mushroom, char grilled New York strip steak, turf club burger, buttermilk fried herb chicken, and pappardelle scallop pasta. So, yeah. There's your turf club. Everybody's going for the onion rings. All right. We're gonna slip back out. Now we still have, well, we're not gonna walk you guys out to the carousel. It's way out there. And it's gonna be that way.
We have to go through the paddock so that you didn't have to walk backwards in the same direction just to make it better.
But we are gonna take you guys up to the grandstand. Our family's actually stayed there almost as many times as we've stayed in the paddock and the Congress Park combined. So, to me, I feel like it's the quietest because, you know, no one's walking through there. It is a small walk over from our lobby area, but we're going to take you guys there. And if you're just joining us, guys, we are at Disney's Saratoga Springs today. And after taking you guys to the grandstand, we're going to do a short little walk. It's always have a hard time finding it the first time. But we're going to walk over to the Tree House Villas area as well. Show you guys where the tree houses are located at. And you're like, tree houses? Yes, tree houses. It's the most odd-shaped room here on Disney property. If you are here to play golf, right over here to our left is your walkway down and entrance to get started for all of your services for the golf course, as well as where you need to walk down to get on the boats. The Blue Flag Sasagula River boats will take you from here to Disney Springs. You simply walk down this area right down there, and there is a dock right there against the water. Dave says we stayed in the grandstand section 3 weeks ago. Loved it. It is super quiet there. Well, except for, you know, landscaping. We experienced that this morning. Luckily, most of the landscaping always happens smack dab in the hottest part of the day where most people are at the parks. You can see some of our greens on the golf course here. And a few golfers out there on the water or not on the water, but on the greens. How you doing, Captain Good Guy? The cabins at Fort Wilderness are located at Disney's Fort Wilderness, are not accessible from here. They are at a completely different resort.
This is Golf Cart Crossing.
Yeah. All right, let's look at our locations here. We started off at Disney Springs, everybody, and we walked into Congress Park. We walked all the way to the top edge of Congress Park, right there at the beginning of the paddock, which goes along the outer side. Now, we mentioned on the far side at the very, very top is the carousel. The springs we walked by, and this is where all of our amenities were located at, including laundry and the community hall, as well as the main pool. And check in at the carriage house, as well as the Artist Pallet quick service location. We are now located here. We're going to take you guys into the grandstand. Owen's going to have to help me because after we pass through the first set of buildings, we'll be walking past and we will find our walkway over to the tree houses. The treehouse villas are located directly adjacent to the river, or are completely separated by the golf course from the rest of the area. But we'll take you guys at least over there to the edge so you guys get an idea of what it looks like and where it's located at.
It's also worth noting that if you have been paying attention, there are multiple bus stops on property. So
Bus stops everywhere. There's a bus stop there for both the paddock and the carousel.
this is another resort that, depending on where
Bus
you're
stop.
staying, you may have to.
So yeah. How you doing today, Carrie? Welcome in.
This is not going to be our main pool, but it's going to be probably our second most important pool. It is flooded, but also comes with a force-themed splash pad.
Yeah, if you've got kids with you, younger, may not want to swim in the big pool, or they want to play and get wet. This has got a really cool splash pad area located next to it. Lots of water features at this one too. So got a little space there to snack, get drinks. It's your typical rectangular shaped pool. Water features at every corner. And then over in this area, Saratoga splash pad. Lots of little places for kids to run through and get wet, but no deep water. So all right, Jen, have a great one at work today. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, Jen, don't forget tonight is our Zoom call for the month for all of our patrons on patreon.com. It will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, if you've always wanted to join and check out our Patreon group and get to know people in our community a little bit better one-on-one outside of YouTube, highly recommend joining today and coming and joining us tonight. I will be putting up the call link for tonight's Zoom call on Patreon later on for anyone who's in our 5 paid tiers on Patreon. We'll see you guys tonight. Feeling we're going to have lots of landscaping noises helping us as we make our way over.
Oh, I already see the comments. I'm questioning if we can even go that through any run.
I think we can do it. I think it. They're not going to block access. People from the treetops need to be able to get over here. So some of my family's memories of staying here, I remember one time for Mother's Day many years ago, when we were back living in Atlanta, coming down on the regular. We actually rented a, I think it was a 1-bedroom, maybe it was a 2-bedroom studio or villa on Mother's Day weekend, and it's the first time we had brought my mother with us to Disney World. And of course we got to go to the Epcot International Flower Garden Festival. But one of the things I remember the most about it is we were on the bottom floor for our location, and we had a couple of geese come up to our window, and they insisted on saying hello, and they came and tapped on our glass of our door, and we got to go out on the lanai and hang out with a pair of geese for a bit. It was quite entertaining. They were very social. All right, so we are on the path to the Treehouse Villas, guys. This path is located right smack dab in the middle of the two sections of the grandstand. See the back side of our farthest buildings up in this area. Oh, look what Owen's found. Owen, is there more than one? It sounds like that the one I'm looking at is not the one talking.
The mockingbird is, I'm assuming that's a mockingbird, is very unhappy about the presence of the hawk. He's the one
Oh,
actually
that's
making the
what's
noise.
making that noise. This
Yeah.
guy right here.
He's very unhappy.
He does not want this guy here at all. He doesn't want to take off. He's like, I'll just stay right here. He's attacking him. He's like, you need to go away. He's like, leave my nest alone. Wow, that's kind of cool. So is that a hawk? And the mockingbird or whatever bird. He does not want him here. He's trying to tell him to go away.
Red-shouldered hawk.
Hmm?
Red-shouldered hawk.
Beautiful bird. What a raptor, though. He's watching you guys, I'll tell you what. All right, we'll keep walking. Sorry, nature happens around here. The Disney Channel, National Geographic is actually owned by Disney. So at first I thought from a distance it was a red-tailed hawk. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we are walking across the golf course here, hoping we do not get hit by a rogue golf ball. I was gonna make a joke. Look, Owen, it's a free golf ball. Get it. No, do not. This is an active golf course. Oh, I would feel bad if somebody was playing through and a little kid goes, oh look, it's a Mickey Mouse golf ball. That was pretty cool. Well, not for the smaller bird.
The smaller bird wants to get.
He's like,
wants the other guy to get off his property.
yeah, get off my lawn. All right, we're gonna take you guys. We're not gonna walk the entire area of Treehouse Villas, guys, because this is an active place for families to be staying. They're not here for our entertainment value on YouTube, but it is important for us to at least show you what they look like. So
You are to kind of out of the nicely kept lawns, infused kind of more into the forest.
if you want to feel like you want to be out and feeling like you're roughing it, but you don't want to live out in. All right, there's very little 18 signal out here, guys, so we won't stay long. But these octagonal tree houses are lifted up from the ground. I believe they sleep, it's been a while, I'm trying to remember, 8 total. And the rooms all look like slices of pie.
Every room is going to have
You live in the round, so to speak.
every one of these rooms is going to have a grill at the base, stairs up with a balcony, table on it. Is a room very much different from across the entire rest of this resort, but
How you doing?
it's something you can only get here.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most unique spaces. If you're coming with a large group and you're celebrating a special trip and walk to get to your lobby, yes, you will have to walk to your special dock to get on the boat to go to Saratoga River. But if you like the idea of being surrounded by trees and very few others, there's only a few treehouse villas out here, guys. So, all right, we're gonna go walk back in because one, we don't have signal out here too well, but get yourself a good screenshot of these. If you're ever interested, reach out and say, hey, I want to stay in one of those next time. Book far in advance, that's all I have to say.
Very popular room type. Like I said, it's very unique. That means there is a high popularity, not a lot of availability when they are available.
Okay, we have golfers playing, so we're gonna keep our voices quiet. We're gonna walk very quickly instead of stealthily back over. All right, if one of the golfers hits you in the head with the ball, they have to play it where the ball lies. So,
Like, I know we need to get you to the hospital, but lay down first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, on your side. Here we go.
don't move
Stay
too much.
still.
Well, he's actively attacking him now, isn't he? I'm tempted to walk over and scare the hawk off just to give the other bird a break. Poor little guy. He's like, no, I want him to go away.
It's gonna be funny because I think that's just gonna end up being the highlight. Like, just been timing that stream. We're gonna have comments like, did anyone see that hawk? Like the later half.
I'm okay with that.
It's a cool moment. I haven't seen it. Got things to say.
It's a cool thing about being live. Yeah, we could vlog all this. We could give you a half-hour vlog and put all this together, but
Of course, someone makes this joke. Calvin, someone make sure Owen knows that is an actual bird and not a Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not going to throw a
it's a Hawkodon.
metal ball at a poor hawk.
Name that Pokemon.
Quick, throw a ball. It's not moving. I think we knocked it out. Not in the good way.
And that is the rest of the grandstand. That way.
So the main building with the pool is not actually the entirety of the grandstand. There's actually 3 other buildings that also take up the grandstand that you need to keep in mind. So don't like book the grandstand expecting you to be right by the pool, and then get upset later when you get your room and you actually have to walk a short distance in order to get there. So. So, you brought up earlier.
I brought something up earlier.
Very cool resort, lots of amenities, but depending on what you're looking for from this resort, you're going to want to stay in a more secure. If you want to be close to the main lobby, you're probably going to want to stay at the Springs or the Paddocks. If you want to be close to the
Paddocks are not close. Grandstands. Paddocks is on the far edge.
If you want access to this pool right here, or no, just that pool, you'd be in the grandstands.
It all depends on what you want, what you're looking for in the vacation. And keep in mind, even if you're not in exactly the location you were hoping to get into, we hope that you don't take the stance that it's a ruined vacation. It is, you know, still not that far away, and there is bus transportation. And because the buses stop from one station to the next, if you want to go to one of the other areas, let's just say you are staying in the grandstand, and you want to go to Disney Springs, get on one of the buses, take your way over and stop at one of the other bus stops, get off, and then walk over to the Disney Springs. Now listen here, boy. Now what? Now you're not listening to me, son. You don't want to catch a chicken. Chickens aren't any good, I'm telling you. I'm a chicken hawk. All right, we're gonna walk ourselves back up to the main lobby. And if you guys are okay, why don't we grab ourselves what I consider to be the signature cupcake of Saratoga Springs. Let's grab ourselves a bullseye and answer any other questions you guys might have about staying here at Disney Saratoga Springs.
Like always, if you go to our website, travel form, we can answer any questions you may need when booking your vacation. But if there's any questions you have on hand for this specific resort, you can get your answers immediately. So if you have any questions, now is the time.
How you doing, Cuts Down Comment? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. So we started our live stream. When we actually got to Saratoga Springs, it was probably an hour and 10 minutes ago. So keep in mind, when we walked all the way from the entrance to Disney Springs to where we are over in Treehouse Villas, it's a good walk. So I want to make it very clear, when you hear people, even us, say, hey, you have easy access to Disney Springs when you stay at Saratoga Springs, it all has to do with where your location is. And we highly recommend that if you are on this side of the property, if you are not staying inside or at the carriage house, or at the very far parts of the paddock, you may be better off walking to the lobby and jumping on one of the boats.
So again,
It takes you in, and the boats are located right down here off the river.
go down this path for boats. You also go down for golf cart rentals if you're playing golf.
Now, Susan wanted me to make sure to highlight with you guys today that if you're staying in the Springs or the paddocks, there is another quiet pool that's located up there. It actually is quite a nice pool, and we didn't actually go to it today, but if you do, it's a very entertaining pool.
The grandstand's that way. What room number?
walk ourselves back in.
One more thing inside of the main lobby. Oh, the force mirrors, I love how high this lobby is. Like if you look up, the building is huge.
This here is Angus. If you guys remember which Pixar film Angus is from. If you're joining us a little later in today's stream, welcome to Disney Saratoga Springs, a DVC resort. Hey Owen, do you think you could go get us a couple of ice waters?
I can do that. You want to sit down?
Sure. And I am going to order us because, well, you guys need to know about it. So, I do apologize. It is extremely hot today, so I am a little sweaty, and I think I've earned today's sweat. But all right, let me jump into back into the chat. Yes, Lone Wolf, Green Giant, you guys are all correct. Angus is from the movie Brave. This is a horse lover's dream resort. And while we stop for just a second, let me show you what it looks like if you stay in a 1-bedroom suite here at the property. And that is the 1-bedroom villa. Remember, there is the studio, Deluxe Studio. There is the 1-bedroom, the 2-bedroom, and the 3-bedroom available here on property. So depending on how many are going to be in your party, or if you just want a lot more space, they have very large rooms available, and it's really kind of cool. So Owen, I don't know if you want to jump into the chat too, but I want to quickly order us a cupcake.
Okay.
Not that having sugar-filled dessert after a walk like that is the best way to do it, but
I feel like we're experienced. Like, this is not our first rodeo.
And this is a cool cupcake. I like to share it every time we.
This is one of his favorite cupcakes on property, if not the favorite.
I think it's cool. I think it's cute.
Not if not his most favorite. Sure, as my dad would have loved this resort, he loved horses. There's so much gaming with horses and horse racing. It was, again, like I said earlier, a main part of Saratoga Springs. It still is today. Nick actually brought up that they're going to start races there around July 10th this year. So
that's Thursday. We're going to be busy starting July 10th as well. And that is because the new Disney promotion starts this Thursday, July 10th. Meaning if you want to book anytime in the October-November range or November to December range, certain nights are going to be 20% off for resorts. If you do 4 days or more tickets, we can get you a up to $100 in a Disney dining and promotion card to go along with it. If you guys are interested in that promotion, reach out to us as always. That promotion, the price has gone up, $679. That promotion starts Thursday for booking. So that doesn't mean you can't go ahead and reach out to Susan and Heather now. We can go ahead and get you started and get you on the list so that when that promotion opens up on the Thursday, we can go ahead and jump in there with you guys on it. All right, I'm gonna get this $7.23 to go.
So, quick like icebreaker since we're at the end. What is your, anyone who's watching, what is your favorite part of this resort? May it be the theming, maybe the amenities like the pools, or transportation, or close access to Disney Springs? Is it the rooms themselves? Oh, so I asked this earlier. So anyone watching right now who has who's in DVC has this as their main resort, home resort. Cheryl S. My grandfather and uncle were chalky, so it kind of runs in the family. That's cool. Cutstown comment watching a lot of live streamers tore my rotator cuff. Ooh.
Ouch.
I have no idea what that is, but that does sound painful.
Owen hasn't broken anything.
Well, no, I have.
You broke curfew on a cruise ship one time.
Do you not remember when I don't think I was curfew on this. Like I broke my wrist at one point.
Yes, you did.
Like I was like jogging and like there was like one piece of the sidewalk that was raised and my foot caught it and I felt like on my wrist. Like I had to have my wrist in a cast for like 2 months because I sprained it.
Thank you, by the way.
That sound, I hope you get better. Not fun.
How you doing? Find the fun. Welcome in. Oh, if only we could get a discount here.
You put the cupcake. You put the cupcake in the thumbnail. I'm just now realizing that.
Yeah. Did you not realize that? The bullseye cupcake is in the thumbnail. I'm serious.
It is a main feature of this resort.
I'm serious. I am serious.
If you do not include the cupcake, and you are not doing a great job of showing up.
Cutstown comment. Now, could 3 people stay in a 1-bedroom suite? Yes, they can, because the 1-bedroom suite comes with 1 king-size bed with the door closed, a very spacious bathroom, a full-size kitchen, or they call it a kitchenette because it's a little bitty square, but it has, you know, a stove, it has a stove top, it has a refrigerator, it comes with a dishwasher and all the, you know, toaster and coffee maker, and a living room with a couch that folds out to sleep too, and I believe there may even be a chair that you could sleep an additional person, I think, but 3 very easily. We have done 5 before in a 1-bedroom, so it is, like I said, it's very spacious. How you doing, Laureen? Welcome in, Alex.
They're prepping this company.
Oh yeah, we're getting a fresh one. Fresh squeezed horsey in it.
Like there's a chef back there who's taking like some of the chocolate frozen. I'm like,
It's the main event. Main.
okay.
Yeah.
Pet Sound, thank you for that info. No problem. This is why we do these streams, because a lot of people who record media of Disney World do not touch the resort whatsoever. So when you book,
Well, they're showing you the fun side, and that's what they do. They're showing you how they have fun and stuff like that. Being Travelmation travel agents, one of the reasons that we do what we do is to also provide information to our travel clients, and we want to make sure that if they've never stayed here, that maybe this is a consideration.
Exactly.
Maybe this is something they want to do.
that's also why we not only do this every year, but we also leave those streams up
Hey, Max.
so that whenever you want to have a tour of the resort you're interested in, you would just pull up a past stream and look at that anytime you need.
If you guys are just popping in, we're pretty much finished walking around and showing the main highlights of Saratoga Springs. We are at the Artist Pallet. After all the walking, no one got us some ice water, and I ordered what I consider to be the signature cupcake, and they have had this for years and years. If they ever get rid of it, I'm going to be really sad. It's the Bullseye Cupcake. It's a chocolate cupcake with peanut butter mousse. It has peanut butter buttercream, peanut butter buttercream, buttercream, and it is something that if you love chocolate and peanut butter, I feel like you almost have to get.
You need chocolate and peanut butter. Like, I don't think I've ever met anyone who's like, oh, there needs to be a third option. Like, maybe on some occasions you put in jelly if you want to be fancy, but like chocolate peanut butter.
And remind you guys that if you are a patron on our Patreon, don't forget, tonight is our July Zoom call starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I may open it up a few minutes early, but I won't join until closer to 7. If you guys are part of our Patreon group, look for the link later on this afternoon. We only usually do this one day of the month. So if you join tomorrow, you'll have to wait till August until we do our next Zoom call. So if you have joined anytime in the past month, we would love you guys to be on tonight. It is a 2-hour window. You don't have to be on at the beginning. You don't have to be on at the end. But we do ask that you guys come in and at least say hello, introduce yourself, get to kind of catch up how everybody is and see faces and smile at everybody. And we're looking forward to having you guys in. Greg's looking forward to being here tonight. We hope that you guys will take advantage of it as well. And we will see you guys tonight over. And if you've never joined, always think about it. Check it out, patreon.com/ear-to-ear magic. It's a way for you to support the channel and what we do here year after year, but it's also a way for you to get to connect to and meet some of the other people in the community. We have a 24/7 chat that's available over there for people to keep in communication with one another, and we love the opportunity to just get to know our magic crew a little bit better. So order is ready, 7649. That's all you have to do, 7549. You want to take it? Okay, I'll be back. It's going to take my phone. Whew, I'll tell you what, that was a good walk today. That was hot out there. Cheryl says these tours give us an idea on the amenities and how long of a walk things are. It's one of the reasons why we walk them. Seriously, we were talking earlier about the fact that if we vlog these and we just kind of like, all right, this is this, and we just cut to the other, it's kind of, you don't really know how far it takes you to get from one space to the other. One of the things is if you come here from the airport, you don't have your own vehicle, and they put you in a room in the carousel, be prepared for the fact that while there is a bus station there for you to get on and get to and from the other 4 parks very easily, the thing you got to consider is if you have to walk to the lobby, that's a jaunt. So Are we gonna have anything to eat on?
We'll get that as well.
Oh, let's just have a cupcake contest. Everybody takes a bite without using any forks or knives or. Yeah?
No.
No? Okay. You want to show them what it looks like while I go get it?
Sure.
All right. All right. We'll let Owen describe.
I was gonna go for that second as well. If you want to switch out, sure. I have nothing against it. So, chocolate cake, chocolate pearls, peanut butter buttercream, and a medallion of bullseye on top.
Make like the cupcake, bullseye.
Okay. Make like the cupcake.
Make
Don't
like
go
a
anywhere.
cupcake, bullseye. Stand there and be sweet. We don't have a plate.
Don't move.
Stand still. I like a statue.
I could probably get it.
I'm gonna go ask if you can get a plate. Just like the little tiny one. This is one of the big ones too. It's like caviar. Owen's gonna go get us a plate so we can pull it apart and take a look at it. I felt like a good old cupcake review, right? Mike Eastman gets it. Thanks a lot, Shannon. I guess I started off with caviar, so I'm not really any better. Owen's gonna take his pictures. You gotta make horsey noises now. I thought you were gonna say nay nay.
I would say nay.
Nay nay. I can smell the peanut butter.
How do you know when you said I can smell the peanut butter and you instantly start recording? It took like so much will not just go up immediately to the camera and go
And smell it
give it the background.
like Bear in the Big Blue House.
I guess, yeah, that does work. What are you doing? Stop.
It's you. I know you always smell sweet like a cupcake. I'm a bear. Goodbye, goodbye.
Okay.
Good friends, goodbye. I say, okay.
Luckily, this isn't like a hard paper show where you have to like do the trick where you like wedge your fork in.
Like the old
turn it
style.
upside down.
Like when cupcakes used to be real cupcakes, you know? Where cupcakes used to be full of all kinds of things. It's dark chocolate right here. All right, I'm gonna take a divot out.
Let's have to do the divot thing.
Oh,
Oh, that is fresh out of the refrigerator. That is gonna hold on. Show that to the camera.
and the frosting. Yeah. That's butter. That's butter.
I hope it's not fresh out of the refrigerator, because there have been some situations in the past where the buttercream has been too hard because they are not let it sit out for like a 5 minutes. Ooh. Oh, that is rock hard. That is. So you can see the mousse on the inside.
Make all the boy moose go. We're in horses. This is horse territory, not moose territory. Have you even seen The Princess Diaries?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't.
I'm
Okay.
not sure if it's.
All right. I got peanut butter mousse and peanut butter buttercream. Butter, 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 butter. Why don't you take that whole bite?
Peanut butter chocolate with added peanut butter and chocolate. Did I mention that this has both peanut butter and chocolate? Shocking. I know.
Caleb loves Bear in the Big Blue House. It's so much better than some other modern toddler shows. Oh, Bear is awesome. How you doing, Richard? How was our 4th of July? It was good, but it was tiring. We're really busy on the 3rd. How was yours? Again, another look of the inside of the cupcake. Wait, is that hollow? That's more cake. What? Oh, I see what they did. The divot, beware the steaming divots. They took the divot out of the cupcake, filled it with mousse, and they took that divot, turned it upside down, and then covered it in the cream. So you don't lose any of the cupcake. It's all in there. Nice. Matter is not created, nor is it destroyed. Cupcake is neither created or destroyed. It's just transformed.
Okay, you just did that too. Oh, yeah, that's how to fall down, guys. Yeah, you took out the supports, my friend. I love chocolate pearl so much. Like, they not only add some flavor, but some texture that doesn't break it up.
It's such a moist cake, it's almost like a brownie.
Who even brought up that word?
I tried, Amy.
Is that me? I think I was the one who did that. It was not intentional, but
I have no idea. Dig in, dude.
no, I'm not.
You're going straight from the medallion, aren't you?
Well, that's the way the next one. You want me to take out the side?
Sure. Wait. There's cupcake? Where's this cupcake?
It is kind of following. It's just a bad idea. Okay, well, it's surprisingly still warming up. I don't know how much longer that's going to last.
Oh, we're out of battery. Woohoo.
Well, it isn't like we're going anywhere, so that can stay in the same place.
Yeah.
It's not really a concern as of right now.
Moved it around a little bit. I'm gonna move it back. Gus is officially tired. That's okay, we're not gonna go anywhere else. If anybody's coming into the chat to ask whether or not we're gonna ride Pirates today, not today.
Yeah, just like a sneaking suspicion. I don't think we're going to be able to get there before the end of today.
Too far to walk. That's pretty cool, Cooper Mindy. It was pretty crowded.
I was waiting for it to happen. I think with like buttercream and stuff, it's not gonna be able to stay up for long.
Dude, I really don't have to do a food review on this as much as it's the idea that I've always enjoyed this. So I think the last time we came through, we did not, at Christmas, we did not come over and have a cupcake. So I think the last time I've had this is when we came by in 2024.
It's an Italian. It's a decoration, there's more to say.
This is our 4th year that we have done resort tours during the summertime on Tuesdays. And it's just a tradition here on our channel. There's a reason why this cupcake is in the thumbnail.
Okay, hold on. Since we're in the last bit, I kind of just want to like...
Getting the paper, dude.
just get all the pearls so we're not just scraping all the cake and stuff off the wrapper.
Shannon said it looks like something else, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm nice.
Shannon is wrong.
All right, well, guys, excellent cupcake as always. And it's always hashtag always eating. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today at Disney Saratoga Springs. We hope that we gave you an idea of what it's like. If you've never been here, you didn't know the place even existed, or if you needed kind of an idea of how far the walking distances are, we hope that today's stream was helpful. And we hope that if you know someone who, like yourself, loves Disney, would like more information on this resort or any of the other hotels, tell them to come on over to our websites. Come on over to our YouTube page. If you go into our playlists, we have hotel live stream playlists, and you can go back to all of the other live streams that we've done from any of the resorts we've ever been to, just so you guys can go back and do some research and pick the one that's just right for you. We hope that you guys consider having a travel agent the next time you come to Walt Disney World. You pay no costs, or if you do, ask them why they're charging fees when other travel agents do not. We hope that you'll have somebody that will help take care of you and give you an idea that there is not one hotel that's right for everybody. So we hope that you guys do some research, look around for the theming, location, access to food that is best and right just for you and your family or your organization. And when you guys are ready to make a reservation here at Walt Disney World, reach out to us. I'm going to try to bump the camera here just quickly. Reach out to us at our website, eartoearmagic.com. Go to our travel services page, fill out the forms for Disney, and let us know where you'd like to stay, or if you're thinking between 2 or 3, put them all down. We'll be glad to help you and work with you guys to figure out, based upon your information you tell us, the pros and quos of each of those 3, and we'll help you make a good decision. So remember, we charge no service fees whatsoever to help you book and plan your vacation. We get paid a commission after you travel, and only if you travel. If you cancel your vacations, we don't get anything. So we love it when you guys give us an opportunity to take care of your real vacations. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. It's the same price if you book directly through Disney. Matter of fact, as Travel Nation is a earmarked diamond preferred Disney Destinations travel agency, we use through Travelmation and through Disney Destinations the exact same system they use for booking you if you call their 1-800 number. The only difference is we know you a lot better, and every time you have issues, you can contact us. We can help you guys through it. We'll contact Disney on your behalf. And if you book ahead of time, guys, before a discount comes out, when new discounts are made available, we can contact you and even take advantage of those promotions if and when those do apply to your reservations. So
We're Thursday. We're probably going to be busy most of the morning because we're going to be going through.
Susan and Heather are going to be so busy.
Yeah.
We have a brand new promotion that goes on sale on Thursday, and everyone who's already booked October, November, and December, you may be applicable to save up to 20% off of your.
She and her are really interested in going for less RUD states.
So they may be reaching out to you and letting you guys know about those new promotions. So reach out and let us be a part of your next vacation, whatever it may be. Again, go to eartoearmagic.com as our website, fill out one of the forms, and thank you guys for supporting us as an independent and small business owner when it comes to helping them book your vacations. Appreciate it. Well, guys, we're going to close on out for today. We got to get ready to head on home tonight. Remember, the Zoom call for all of our patrons. And we'd love for you guys to go check out patreon.com/ear-to-ear-magic if you haven't already done so yourself. Maybe come join us tonight for tonight's Zoom call. As we close out, remember, take care of each other. Take care of the person before you and the person behind you. And as we always say, share a laugh, share a smile, share a compliment. But whatever you do, be the sunshine in somebody else's day. From all of us here at Ear to Ear Magic, thank you guys so much for spending your Tuesday afternoon with us. Take care. We'll see you guys in the parks. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one. We'll see you patrons tonight. We'll see everybody else in the morning. See you guys. Have a great one. Are you going to lick that plate?
Want me to fish wrestling?
Somebody's going to lick that plate. There's chocolate and pearls and peanut butter stuff all over that plate. Go for it. I got the camera turned off.
I got the camera turned off. Don't lie.
Okay, I was joking about licking, dude. Use a fork.